So I'm Michaela Anderson. I'm a fifth-generation farmer from Deposit, New York. I'm a sophomore here at Cornell in the Ag Sciences major. I live on roughly a 3,000-acre family farm. We have 100 head of Holstein dairy cows, about 150 Simmental and Angus beef cows. We recently just started breeding our own pigs. We have roughly 20 sows going. We have 30 acres of produce, 3 greenhouses. We do 500 acres of corn and soybeans. We have a sawmill and our own logging company. We have 5 rock quarries and our own saw shop where we saw all the rock. My main thing growing up was showing cows and pigs. So I help all my cousins with their show calves and their show pigs, or show lambs. Everyone kind of has their own little niche. So some of my cousins are out in the woods logging. Some of us are in the quarries, some of us are in the tractors. So kind of depends. There's so many of us that everyone can kind of just pick their own little happiness and go with it. My mom is the oldest of all of her siblings and cousins. She obviously went to college first. She wanted to go to be a teacher. My grandpa said, no, you are going to do farm business management or I won't pay for college. My mom went, did the farm business management, and then my mom ended up being a teacher anyways, so she didn't really care what my grandpa had to say. A lot of my aunts are actually teachers, and my grandpa doesn't agree with it, but I actually want to be an ag teacher. So I want to be able to continue farming and helping other people know what it's like to be a farmer, and ag is just my passion, so. I have little girls coming up to me all the time at shows. I want to be like you. I want to show cows like you. I want to live on a farm. I always encourage, I always help let little kids show my calves because I just want them to get the chance and to see how cool being part of agriculture is. My aunt is the one that milks all our cows, not my uncle. He does all the crop stuff, but my aunt is in control of that barn. You walk in, that 60-year-old lady is milking, and she's not gonna stop until she's at least in her 70s or 80s. It's girl power in that barn, for sure. And she only has granddaughters. So they're all in the barn milking cows. It's just girls in that barn. I've met so many women that are a part of farms, whether they run they're a farm manager, they're employees, or if it's their family farm. It's really awesome to see that many women involved.
My name is Nicole Anderson. I live in Deposit, New York, and I help my brother manage our farm, which is called Catskill Cattle Company. We grow about 30 acres of produce and raise about 100 head of cattle. I was born on a dairy farm here in upstate New York, so it wasn't a choice that I made. It's the legacy that I belong to. My family has farmed on this land for what is now for my kids and my nieces and nephews. They will be the 5th generation of farmers on this land in Deposit, New York. We are very diversified in my family's businesses. Not only do we have a beef and produce farm, we still have a dairy farm. We also have a logging operation and a stone business that we have stone quarries where we are able to pull the rock from, and then we also have a stone mill where we process the stone and cut the stone. And we also have a sawmill where the logs go to be processed for boards and other uses. So as far as sustainability goes, we work really hard on this farm to think sustainably, meaning that, I don't know if you can see behind me, there's definitely weeds back there, and they're there for a reason. We do not have a spotless farm. We do not use lots of chemicals to keep the weeds and the pests away. Those things are only used here if we're going to lose an entire crop and we don't have any other choice. So we like to grow things the way that as naturally as possible and the way that we would want to serve food to our families. If I wouldn't feed it to my kid, I'm not going to sell it to somebody else to feed to their kid. We also want this land here to be well taken care of and to continue to be in agriculture and to be here for the next generation. So we take as good a care of the land as we possibly can to maintain that. I am the oldest of 5. I have 2 younger sisters and 2 younger brothers. Between the 5 of us combined, we have 12 children. Everyone is here on the farm in some capacity, whether it be just helping out on the weekend to manage the farm stand or helping to harvest the pumpkins. I do have a daughter, and she wants very badly to be involved in agriculture. She's a student at Cornell University. She has been a member of 4-H as a youth. She's raised cows, pigs. She has worked on the farm as far as planting, harvesting, packing produce. She also is a very good delivery van driver and ran the booth at the Broome County Regional Farmers Market for me for quite some time. Hey, Kale.
Hi, Mom. I think it's really great that we all want to follow in our aunts and uncles and mom and dad's footsteps. I feel like she sees me as like a team player, someone that can help and isn't just one of the little kids on the farm.
Yep, and it took a lot of stress off of me to be able to rely on her because I knew she could handle it. I didn't have to double check her work or watch to make sure that it was getting done right. Because once she learned how to do it, she just always did it.
Well, my mom did 4-H growing up, so I so badly wanted to be in 4-H so that I could have all the ribbon cow pictures like she has on the wall at home. I really wanted to do everything my mom has done.